Everyone, Arlene here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is just a little chit-chat video. I have a couple of questions here that I got from my Q&A the other day, so I thought I would go ahead and answer those. And I also wanted to do a little chit-chat with you about tweaking your decor. Like I kind of explained the other day in my Q&A, you know, this is a hard time of year for me. I don't know about for other decorators, but for me to decorate, because there's really no defined, other than summer, you know, which you could do wildflowers or lemons like a lot of you ladies do, which is really pretty. I'm not into lemons this year anyway. You never know, I might get into lemons one of these years. But lemons or bumblebees or hummingbirds or stuff like that, you could pick a theme and you could go with it. But for me, I don't really and haven't really ever decorated for this time of the year between the patriotic and fall. And normally I'll leave my patriotic decor up. I have done that in years past. But this year I changed it back to the blue and white, as you guys saw, to my blue and white generic, my everyday decor. So, and I'm tweaking that all the time. I'm always doing something with it. When I walked in my kitchen today and I looked over here in this back corner where I have a, for those of you that have been with me for a little while, I have a black wrought iron lamp back there that I got at a local country store that's been sitting in that corner since we moved in, literally, because I knew that was going to be kind of a dark corner and a good corner to decorate. And I had kind of put all of my burgundies back in there when I switched over to the blue and white plates with the pop of real red, you know, and I was like, well, I want something different. I want to pull the blue and white in to that corner. So when I get done chatting with you here, I'm going to take you down and I'm going to show you what I've done here in the kitchen, which is just a couple of little things. But I wanted to show you that you can do a little tweaking and you don't really have to spend any money at all, you know. I did, one other thing I did was I added a tall milk glass vase. I bought it at the Minuteman Mini Mall the other day. Chris and I ran over to Culpeper just for something to do and ran in there. And so I just very quickly put a couple of sprigs of ivy in it and some white sprigs and a couple of blue flowers, and then Chris helped me get it up on top of the cabinet. So that kind of brightened up the cabinet up there, and then I did the corner. And it took me all of about, well, I was tweaking that corner for probably 20 minutes or so, plus I cleaned the, you know, the countertop behind it, I wiped down the walls behind it, took the time to do a bit of quote-unquote spring cleaning, you know. But I wanted to encourage you, if there's a corner in your house that is just bugging you, you know, you just look at it and you go, oh, I'm not liking that anymore. I liked it when I did it, but I'm either tired of looking at it or it doesn't go with the, you know, with the theme of the rest of the house. If you have like a decor theme going on, you know, or you just want to change, you know, don't ever be afraid to rip everything apart and put it all back together again. If nothing else, you can clean all around it and get it all nice and sparkling clean and put it back the way you wanted, you know, you had it before. But for me, I did do a couple of things different, and I will show it to you. You know, and I didn't do anything that I needed to do on camera. Trust me, it's not a big deal. But it's something that kind of pulled the rest of the kitchen into that corner. When that corner, to me, was pulling my eye, and I was like, man, I don't like the burgundy stuff in there. I had one little plaque sitting in there that Miss Maria gave me, bless her heart, that I did put over in the windows in my family room, because it says, in crafting, there are no mistakes, only unique creations, which is something that I say in all my blogs, and I try to remember to say and then forget to say here. But the burgundy curtains in here are going to be going down in the next week or so, hopefully, whenever my curtains come from Wayfair. So hopefully when they go up, pardon me, it'll pull everything together. I do still have touches of burgundy, as you'll see, as I'll show you around the tops of the cabinets and whatnot. And there is still a touch of the burgundy, and that's fine because it's not that much. There's one sign that I might like to replace, but everything else blends beautifully and it looks really nice. So you know, that was just something that I wanted to touch base with you guys. You know, I've been doing a good bit of that, just tweaking here and there. For instance, you know, I told you about that sign that you probably can't see, that I can't zoom in from this direction when my camera's this direction. But right there above the laundry room door, you know, I replaced that sign. I had that dog sign up there that I had up there for years and years, and I took that down and just did something, you know, just bought something from Hobby Lobby. It was 50% off. It didn't cost that much. I don't remember how much it was, maybe like $15. And it makes me feel a lot better because it kind of freshened up that little alcove there, incove there, whatever you call that little hallway, you know. So I do that a lot in my house. I do walk around and go, oh, I don't like that. Let me try this there. Let me do this here. You know, let me add a little bow there, or let me take away a bow. You know what I mean? So don't ever let yourself get complacent, you know, and don't ever be afraid to, you know, to step out of your box. Like, I've stepped out of my box a lot in the last 4 years, you guys. I used to decorate pretty much primitive country and only primitive country. You know, not the, you know, the everything's falling apart kind of real primitive country, but it was kind of a more classic country. Let me just put it that way. You know, using burgundies and dark greens and dark blues and that kind of thing. And I've gotten way away from that, and I'm really liking this cottage feeling decor, especially at this time of year. Of course, when fall comes in, you know, the warmer colors of fall, or cooler colors, however you want to put it, of fall will come back in. I'm not a colorist, you guys. I am just not. I don't know about cools, or, you know, I know what looks good together and I'm good with color, but I'm not educated in the, you know, how to put colors together or whatever. It's just, I give it to the Lord, you know. He gave me that little gift that I can tell when, and it's almost like when I go into a store and I'm shopping for a specific item, all I have to do is take a look at the color, and then I know what color I'm going for. I don't need to take like a swatch or a picture or anything with me. I know the color I'm looking for, you know. And I know that a lot of you are like that too, but I feel like it's a gift, you know. That's a little gift. So but anyway, here are the 2 questions. I did, like I said, I wanted to touch base with you about those couple of things. And again, after my final words, I'll get down and talk behind the camera again, and I'll show you, you know, just a little bit of tweaking that I did here in the kitchen, just to make me feel a little better, and also preparing for my blue and white curtains to come, you know. And again, still preparing for my company to come. And we are still heading to Candace's tomorrow. So just wanted to let you guys know that, you know, too. So, but I thought I would go ahead and bring this to you while I'm thinking about it, while I'm doing it. And again, it won't be that long of a video, but it'll be something so we can chit and chat and whatever together. All right, here are the 2 questions. I did not blow these up. This is not like I do with my Q&As. Okay, let's see. Number 1, this is from Unbox It with Maureen. She has a YouTube channel, you guys, if you want to go check her out. She unboxes lots of different things, and it's a really cool little thing that she does. She has going on over there, so you might want to check her out. Maureen, Unbox It with Maureen. Hi, Arlene. First, congratulations on the arrival of Maverick. Well, thank you so much. He is a beautiful little man. I cannot say I disagree. Check out Candace had him dressed today. Oh, my word, you guys. He looks like a little golfer, doesn't he? I'm going to print that off and send that picture to my dad. He's such a cutie pie. Oh my goodness. But she said, enjoy every moment. I have a question for you that you don't have to include in a Q&A. Do you have any problems with your wood cabinets or wood floors fading from all the sunlight? Does using Bona help with that? Thank you. I touched base with Chris with this one before I sat down here, Maureen, and no, we have not had a problem with any fading. Now, that said, Chris situated this house on purpose the way he did. Honest to Pete, he did. I think I told you this story that our builder knew he was an engineer, and he's really good with anything that he does, honestly. And they said, here, take your stakes out, take this rope, position your house the way you want it. It needs to be this far from, well, we really didn't have any worries because we weren't that close to the edge of the lot, you know, but it needs to be this far from each side, this far front and back. It needs to have da-da-da-da. So Chris came out here and he situated the house. It was more his idea that he didn't want to look out the side windows. The only side windows we have that you can look out are from the master bedroom and from the living room bay window. And he did not want to look out those windows and see anybody's house or anything, you know. So, because we do live in a neighborhood. We all have a lot of acreage, but you can see other people's houses, you know. So the way he positioned it just happened to be where the front of it, I think he told me, is facing due south. So we don't get full sun coming in the window, but maybe for just an hour in the morning in the living room. Other than that, the sun comes brightly in here in the afternoon, but it's not full sunlight coming in the back of the house. You know, it kind of, the sun sets kind of cattywomp to where if you're standing looking at the back of the house, out the kitchen windows, it kind of goes down over where you can't see it standing in the house. So we have not had any kind of problems with fading of cabinetry or flooring. We did in our other house though, but Bona will not protect against that. It doesn't like have a UV protector in it or anything like that. So just to let you know that Bona will not help you in that vein. But we have not had that problem here in this house, and I don't suspect that we will, you know, but just to let you know that that Bona will not help you with that, unfortunately, Maureen. So, it'll get your floors really nice and clean though, I promise. Okay, and then number 2 from Angela Brockman. She said, hi Arlene, would you give us a fridge freezer tour? I don't have much. I maybe can open the doors if I get, you know, my camera down here. I'm curious to know if it is as organized inside as your home and the staples that you and Chris enjoy. That's in there. Also, I would love to know what type of sheets over the years are your personal favorites that you use on the master bedroom bed, and that you are particular on how your bed, and are you particular with how your bed is made? Thanks. Just a thought. This would be a couple of fun things to see or learn from you. Regarding the refrigerator, I may open up the refrigerator, but there's not a lot in it. I'll tell you that. And I have no idea if it's organized or not. I'm pretty organized, but I have no idea. I haven't opened it, so today. But I could do that. As far as sheets are concerned, I don't have a particular favorite type. I do like a kind of a high thread count though, over 300 usually, and I will bite the bullet and I will spend the money. And usually it's at Bed Bath & Beyond, and I use a 20% off coupon or wait till they're on sale. But I don't have a particular brand or whatever. I just like them to be soft, and I like the elastic to last. As far as, am I particular with the way our bed is made? Yes, I'm very particular with the way the bed is made. My mom taught me when I was just a little girl how to do like the nurse's corners, you know, on the bottom of the bed, and that's the way I make the bottom. I tuck in the bottom, and then I pull up the side and tuck it in, and then pull it down, and it makes it look like an envelope, you know. Yes, that's the way I do it, and then I make sure the sheet is tucked in all the way up the side, so that it's not hanging out from underneath my little quilt that I got from Walmart that doesn't quite go down to cover my mattress, because I have a big fat pillow top mattress. I have issues, you guys. I have issues. What can I say? But yes, I'm very particular. Very particular. Have to have the, you know, the pillows behind the dressier pillows, and I have to make my bed every day. I make my bed every day without fail. Without fail. You know, as a matter of fact, my kids are funny. They go, one of them put up a post on Facebook. I think it was Candace. She said, thanks, Mom, for always making me make my bed every day. And I did. That was one thing I insisted that they make their beds, you know, every day. The rest of the room could be chaos, but their bed needed to be made before they went to school. You know, I was a tough mama. I was a little bit, you know. So with that, I didn't think that was too much to ask, you know. But anyway, I think that's all that your questions were, and you know, I'll show you the refrigerator anyway, and when I open it, when I get up here. But that's it. That's all the questions I have, and that's really all I wanted to come talk to you about today, was just, you know, about not being afraid to tweak your house if you see something that's bugging you, and you don't have to go out and spend money to do it. You know, go to your own, you know, storage area where you keep extra stuff. You know, we all have extra things laying around, you know, and you may want to pull out something different that you wouldn't think, like a plate out of your cabinet, a glass, a cup, you know, out of your hutch somewhere that you haven't used or seen forever. You know, go grab a, you know, a colored cup and make a little vignette out of that. Grab a little tray or a plate or a platter, you know, make a little vignette and put it in a corner. You know, something like the sky's the limit. Use your imagination. Don't ever be afraid to make your surroundings pretty. Because I think if your surroundings are pretty and the way you like them to be, then that's just going to make you have a better day, right? It does for me, you know. And I get a feeling of satisfaction. You know, I get a you know, atta girl, you know, kind of thing. Because something was bugging me and I managed to get myself up and do it. It's in these times right now, it's really hard to become complacent and not allow your mind to wander and not, you know, kind of pick yourself up by your bootstraps and move forward, you know, you guys. It's hard for me. And you know what I did? We came in from lunch and I didn't even sit down. I just continued on and just worked and worked. And not that I was doing anything strenuous, but I just worked until I got things the way I wanted them to look, and told Chris, I said, I'm going to go on and do a little video. He goes, okay. So he left. I don't know where he went. And I don't know where he went. Maybe down in the basement doing something. But anyway, let me go into my final words here. And then I will get the camera down and turn it around so I'm behind the camera and y'all can see my kitchen here. And I'll show you what I did. Not a big deal, like I say. But while I'm looking at you, let me just say I hope that all is well with everyone. And for those of you who may be struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits, hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. With all that said, I'll just say, I don't know when I'm coming back, you guys. Honest to goodness, I don't. We're still thinking about going to Williamsburg later in the week, going to Candace's tomorrow. I'll probably share pictures of Maverick on my community post and in my Facebook group. If you want to join my Facebook group, feel free. There's a link in the cover shot or down in the description. Don't forget about my Amazon store. Always linked in the description, and I'd love it if you want to join me and subscribe. But until next time, don't go away though, because I'll be behind the camera and we'll do a little video around the kitchen. But until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye. Okie dokie, here I am behind the camera now. Let's start with the refrigerator. Here's our refrigerator. There it is. It is a Samsung. I don't remember how many cubic feet or whatever, but we have 2 doors up here, and this is what's in our refrigerator currently. Not a lot. There's Diet Cokes, Parmesan cheese. This is the kind of salad dressing that Chris uses. And then there's mine, classic ranch. And we like yogurt, and there's not a lot in here right now, like I said. Not a lot in here. You know, lettuce and salad stuff there. Cheeses are in there, and some lunch meat. And then just celery and carrots here. It's got this, that's kind of a neat crisper drawer. I like that. And then this is the freezer, which, you know, extra bread, and this is Creole crisp. And lean cuisines, which I like, and some hot dogs, which I like. I'm showing them the refrigerator. Somebody asked to see. And Chris is like, what are you doing? But Chris will cook big batches of shrimp Creole or chili. He does that a lot, and that's what we eat on every evening. But anyway, here we go to the top of the cabinet. I just wanted to show you, there is the, you can't hardly see the white vase, but it's there, and I made that little arrangement there, and Chris stuck it up there for me and replaced, I had that little terracotta pot inside of a basket, and he replaced or I took the terracotta pot out of the basket and I just have it sitting on a candlestick up there. And I just tied a little, one of those real pretty blue bows around it. That blue ribbon is expensive, and that's about all I had left of it. So, but just a little something something up there, not a lot, but that's what I did, just a little bit. To bring up a little bit of the cottage feel up top there. And then all of this is the same. Who could see him when he was little? Oh my goodness, up. There's Chris and myself. And then over here in the corner, this is what I wanted to show you too. This is the corner that had all of my burgundy stuff in it that I kind of just consolidated back here when I was doing my other decorating. But I, took everything out of the little tray and I cleaned inside the tray. I cleaned the globe of the lamp. I got the lamp, as I said, in a, country store here in town called Dottie's Den, for those of you local. I have a couple black candlesticks back there. These little cardinal salt and pepper shakers. One of you guys gave them to me. They haven't left my kitchen since you gave them to me, honey. And then there is the, I pulled that back out. I had put that away, but that little Pioneer Woman plate, just to pull a little bit of the red back in. I got the white, kind of enamel candlesticks from LTD Commodities. And I got the little candle rings. I believe I got those over at a country store in Harrisonburg, Virginia, called Country Treasures. And I had never used them. And then I got the candles from, I don't even remember, and that, I think. And these, of course, are Paula Deen. These measuring cups and measuring spoons are Paula Deen, and you can find them on pauladeenshop.com, although they're really expensive on there. We did not pay that much for them, so you might want to wait till she puts them on sale or something. They are super pretty and nice, and they're pewter. They're really nice. And then, of course, the sugar bowl and the creamer were my grandmother's, and I pulled them back out. So very simply done. Not a ton going on, but I love it. It just kind of pulled everything in, It pulls in kind of the red from over here and from the windows and pulls more blue in there. And I got rid of the burgundy for back there. So, and then of course my curtains will be coming. And I love these curtains. Don't get me wrong for a second. These are beautiful curtains. I got them from countrycurtains.com, that is now the Vermont Country Store. They don't have these particular ones, but they have similar. And these are lovely curtains, and I will not get rid of these. These are beautiful curtains. But I wanted blue and white. I wanted something different, So Stacy, my cousin, made me that with her Cricut. We found a frame that's kind of a double paned frame from either, I can't remember where we got it. It was either Joann's or Michael's out of the bridal department. We were running around so much that day, I don't remember which store I got it from. But she made me that. So everything else is the same, but I just wanted to show you that little corner. Let me get back. This is where I was just sitting there, excuse that. And I had just moved my centerpiece over so I could do the video. Well, let me turn off my light. How about that? It's kind of in the way, isn't it? Sorry. So there you can see. It's just a touch, I like the blue candles just kind of shining out of there. And I left some touches of red around, with my Then Sings My Soul lantern and so on. So I'm very happy with it now. I'm satisfied. It was something was bugging me about it, So, all right, you guys, that's it for this one. So until next time, love y'all bunches. Y'all take good care. Bye-bye.